besties. Right off the bat, I'm gonna start this by saying that this is the second video that I've already filmed for this week. I spent 3 days filming a whole video, embossing every single book that I have, and reorganizing, redoing my entire bookshelf. And apparently on my camera, the slow-mo button is directly next to the on and off button. So I'm guessing I accidentally hit that when I went to film the first time, because every single clip that I got the past 3 days are all in slow-mo with no audio. And I tried to like speed it up and see if I could use it, and it was just not working. I already cried about this once, but crying isn't going to upload a video. So we're filming another one, and that gives me exactly 1 day to film and edit a video for this week. We are going to be doing an every book on my physical TBR. If you haven't had Nello Super Calm, it's so good. So let's get going. First, I need to move my chair out of the way so we can get it. For the top shelf, I'm just gonna hold you so you can actually see what books we are looking at. This one's upside down. Let's get into it. First, we have Twilight. This is obviously the entire Twilight box set. I got the white box edition because I just thought it looked so pretty. Twilight, obviously, if you don't know what Twilight is, I don't know how you don't. It's a very popular series, and it's been out for years and years and years. Basically, vampire human love story. So that's Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn are the first 4 in the series. Midnight Sun, this one I'm actually pretty sure is like the entire story, but if Bella was the vampire and Edward was the human. I don't know. Next, we have The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner. I actually don't know exactly what this one is about. I think it's a short novella after Eclipse. Into the Wild. I'm pretty sure that's a true story. Very popular, about a man who went into the woods. He tried to live, I believe it was in Alaska, and he had a mysterious death, and it kind of goes into the mystery of that and tries to figure out what happened. Stolen Heir. This is the first book in the accompanying series to The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I read all of the Cruel Prince books and I absolutely love them, so I'm really excited to kind of get into this one and rejoin that world because it's such a fun fantasy whimsical world that I'm very excited to get back into it. Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This one is a little romance book. I believe that she does interconnected books, so I need to see which ones are interconnected because I also have a few other books from Abby Jimenez, but I didn't have them next to each other because I did decide to do it color-coded. Vow of Thieves, I'm pretty sure this is also the second book in the Dance of Thieves duology, and I'm pretty sure that this is like a mob romance, maybe? We'll Always Have Summer. This is the last book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series. Obviously, Conrad and Jeremiah and Belly. It's like hard for me to want to get into this one because I've already seen the show, so I kind of already know what happens, but I still want to get to it and read it. Getting into the second shelf down, we first have the Happily Ever After playlist. Let me grab my phone because I want to see how those ones like interconnect. Okay, so first it's the Friend Zone series. I only have one, which is the Happily Ever After playlist, but I've heard so much about it, I hope that I don't need to read the first one in order to understand this one, just because I've heard so many good things about that one that I just wanted to read that one. But I'm pretty sure that I have the entire, if not almost the entire part of the Part of Your World series. It's Part of Your World, Yours Truly, and Just for the Summer. I kind of already read the third one. I don't know. They're all interconnected though, so hopefully if I read the last one in that one, then I'll understand like where it's interconnected within the characters in the first two, but they're standalones, like they're interconnected standalones. So I don't think I need to read them in order. Next is By a Thread. I'm very excited about this one as well. I believe that she's a fashion designer. Okay, I think this is also a romance, and I think that they work together, so. But I've heard so many good things about this one, and everyone says that like it's really interesting how they like talk about the clothes and stuff. So I think that that would be really fun to read because I do love fashion. A Wish for Us. I'm pretty sure my husband bought me this one. Another cutie little romance. Part of Your World. This is the first one in Abby Jimenez's second standalone series. It's Not Summer Without You, which is the second book in Jenny Han's The Summer I Turned Pretty series. Again, I know what happens because I saw the show, so it's kind of been hard for me to pick it up, but I still want to read them. People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. This one obviously just came out on Netflix, and so I'm kind of dying to read it. I think it's one of the only Emily Henry books, not her backlist, but her main popular ones that I haven't read yet. I have to read it before I can watch the show, but I am kind of thinking about doing reading a book and watching the movie video, and if you would be interested in that, let me know down in the comments below. We have the entire Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hate series, a bunch of British socialites. Pretty sure that this is very self-explanatory. It is Throne of Glass and the entire series. Very excited to read this, and I hear that a lot of characters from ACOTAR pop up in these. I think this series just intimidates me because it is so big, and I feel like it's going to take a long time to read, but I am looking forward to it so much. I know that there's a lot of discourse about what order to read these books in, and like for where the Assassin's Blade should go. Some people read it third or first, and then also there's a lot of talk around whether to buddy read Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. That also intimidates me because that is huge. That is a lot of pages to buddy read, but I don't know. If it's worth it, someone let me know and I might be willing to do it. Also, this might be a hot take, but everyone I've talked to has told me to read the Assassin's Blade first, so I think that's the order that I'll probably be doing it in. Moving down, we have One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that I've already read these out of order. She also does interconnected standalones, and I believe that this one has similar characters as Daisy Jones and the Six, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Malibu Rising, and Carrie Soto is Back. Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I know I keep saying I'm excited about every single book that I'm talking about, but I really am so excited to read this one. It is about two best friends who have lived their entire lives with each other, and it's about like their growth and their struggles together and how their friendship grows and develops and changes over time. The Inheritance Games. This one is about a teenage girl who randomly gets offered someone's inheritance that I don't even believe that she knows, and she has to go through these games to see who earns the inheritance with, I believe, the family of the person who offered it to her. Sold on a Monday. This is a book that I've had for a really long time, and it is about a little boy who was sold during the Great Depression because his family didn't have any money. I really hope that's not a true story. Shut up. It is inspired by a real life story. Carrie Soto is Back is about a very intense, strong, professional tennis player, and it's just about the story of her life. Taylor Jenkins Reid always does the most amazing literary fiction books on strong women, and so I'm really excited to read this one as well. The Rule Book. This is the second book in the Cheat Sheet series by Sarah Adams. I absolutely love Sarah Adams and most every book that she's come out with, and it's also an interconnected standalone. We are already familiar with the main male character in this one. Only Love Can Hurt Like This. Pretty sure it's a romance. It was given to me. It starts with heartbreak, so that should be fun. In Your Dreams. This one does have a bookmark in it because I am currently reading it. It is the last book in the When in Rome series by Sarah Adams, which I'm so stoked to read. I love her When in Rome series like most of all, and so I've been dying to read this last book. Beartown, Hockey Town, written by Frederick Bachman. He also has the most heartbreaking stories, literary fictions, and they always make me cry, but I always end up rating them 5 stars. So excited about this one as well. Malibu Rising, this one, another literary fiction interconnected series with the other ones that I've talked about from Taylor Jenkins Reid. Song of Achilles, I think that this one is all very Greek mythology fiction, and it talks about Achilles, who is, I believe, the son of a sea goddess. So that one I've also heard amazing things about. The Nightingale. This one I believe is about two sisters during World War II. I've also heard this one is heartbreaking. So I guess I just have a ton of really sad books on my physical TBR right now. Dance of Thieves. This is the first book, and I'm pretty sure that this one is the mob romance series, which honestly I think that sounds really intriguing, and I think that might be right up my alley. So Very excited about that one. We are getting to my very low shelves down here, so gotta readjust the camera again. The Abundance of Catherine. Pretty sure that this one is like another coming of age story by John Green. I read his books a lot when I was younger, obviously, like Fault in Our Stars, Paper Towns, and I just love John Green, so I'm really excited to get into this one. Looking for Me, this is another one that I've had for a long time. I do think this one is a coming of age as well, that I haven't heard anything about, but I think the premise was interesting to me. Next, The Husbands. I actually think this one's gonna be really funny. I think it's like a comedy romance about this girl who comes home and she has like a husband, but she's never been married. Like she doesn't have a husband. And then he like goes up in the attic to get something and a different husband comes down. So it's like a whole story about like trying to find the one for you. Good to Great. This is a nonfiction about like, you know, self-help. Ellen Hildebrand, I just bought this one, The Academy, and I'm so excited to read this. It's giving Gossip Girl. Ultra Processed People, another nonfiction. My husband's family is very much into like Whole Foods and that type of stuff, and so I think they got us this one, if I'm not wrong. So I don't know, I've gotten a lot more into it since marrying into the family, and I am excited to read this. Lisa Jewell, None of This Is True, is about like, I'm pretty sure it's like a mystery podcast, and something is going on. So this one's a mystery. Again, heard so many good things about it. Fault in Our Stars, I've read this one, but I just want to reread it again. It's about two terminally ill children who fall in love, so very fun. Onyx, my husband also got me this one. It has pretty sprayed edges, and he has read, I believe, another book from this off. No, that was this one. Onyx, I think that this one is like another maybe sci-fi romance. Passionate Marriage, this one we were given at our wedding, and I've never read it because the cover scares me. Air by Sabah Tahir. She wrote another book that my husband liked, so he got me this one because he thought it would be good. Looking for Alaska, another coming of age John Green book. The lighting is not as good down here, so bear with me. The Shatter Me series, I'm pretty sure that this is a whole series about youth with different capabilities, and I'm pretty sure like the government wants to use them during like a war or the world is ending or something like that. And yeah, we're like learning about, I think they're trying to escape or something. So I'm very interested. I feel like this is gonna give like Hunger Games, Insurgent, Divergent vibes, so I'm really excited to get into those. A Northern Light, this one, I believe this one is a YA mystery about a girl who's like working in a hotel, and she finds like a body that washes up on shore from someone that had just warned her about something. So sounds very intriguing. The Naturals, this one is about a group of teenagers who are like trying to help the FBI. They have like, I don't think that they actually have magic or anything, but they have different like capabilities. I think the first girl is like really good at reading people, and the FBI is like using these teenagers to do that. Golden Sun, this is the second book in the Red Rising series. I've still heard so much about this, and it is about a guy trying to kind of uproot the system, if you know what I mean. And it's also sci-fi. A lot of it takes place in space, on Mars. The Grapes of Wrath, it follows like the Dust Bowl migration in the 1930s. It's a classic, and I've just always wanted to read it. Zookeeper's Secret, I think it is a nonfiction book on being happy. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, I'm so excited about this one. I believe it is about a woman who lives forever, but everyone who meets her doesn't remember her until someone does. This is the last little bit. If you can tell, I have this whole middle section that we have gone through, and then the last few books that we're gonna go through are these right here. So the Powerless series, I believe this is in a magical world following a girl who doesn't have powers. That's what this whole series is about. Again, it's super popular. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And then Harry Potter. I have read up until the third or fourth one. I can't remember, but I just want to finish them so bad. And I started over, if you saw my video a little while ago, and I read the first one, and it's such an easy read. And I like read it and then watched the movie, and it was so much fun. So we're just gonna keep going until we finish those. Again, these ones are hard to like prioritize because I have seen all the movies, so I know what happens. Okay, everyone, that is every single book on my physical TBR. Whoa, that was a huge truck. I know that this was definitely not the video I was expecting to get out to you, but I hope you still enjoyed it. I am very, very, very excited to get through these books. If you recognize any books on these shelves that you have read that you think that I should get to first, comment down below and let me know which ones that I should start with, because it's a long list. So let me know where I should start. Let me know what your favorites are down below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.